Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo.
You know John Kelly, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did Chris Kerber bring up the Zamboni? I think you should replace that one with Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sean McCall.
And it's producer Pat on the call all day, every day, baby.
Today is May 15th. It is a Wednesday evening, and you're watching another episode of the Loucast Live. Thanks for joining us if you're watching.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
We got on MLS Red Zone right now on the TV I'm watching. What is it called, Pat? MLS 360.
MLS 360, yep.
We have a midweek matchup tonight in the MLS, and that is why I am solo, because Roper's down at City Park right now.
Yep, he is. He is down there. We were going to call him, but we also thought
too loud.
it's
probably.
too loud right now. They got pregame going on. He's got too much going on right now.
He sent a picture in the group chat of where he was standing in the supporter section, and he was
Pretty low?
really low, like right by on the field, practically right behind the goal.
All right, there we go.
So St. Louis City has got LAFC tonight.
Yes, they do. Big matchup this weekend.
I know they signed a couple guys from Europe. They signed a French guy, right? Olivier Giroud. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, Giroud, yes. And they
Right.
also signed Lloris as well.
We're gonna get exposed here, calling out naming players.
But
and stuff.
Giroud's not here.
What's the name of their keeper?
Lloris.
Okay, yeah.
Lloris is,
He's playing.
I think so, but I could be wrong.
Oh, we have a derby going on right here. This is Miami versus Orlando.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Nice matchup.
Mm.
Anyhow,
Hey, so we had a
talk
lot.
about the last City game.
Yes,
We won.
we did win. Huge
2 goals
win.
by Klaus. Is Klaus back?
I think he is.
If Klaus is back, City is definitely back.
Excellent!
The Brazilians are leading the way. Celio and Klaus.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome to watch. They're
They're
really
both-
fun.
Oh, Messi almost scored. And they're both starting tonight.
Yes, they should. They've been killing it lately. So
Dude, I was looking at the standings, and we're sitting 8th or 9th right now. We're in that playoff series spot.
yeah.
If we win this game against LAFC, I think I'm back, dude. I think I'm back on the City train. Because, I mean, let's be honest, dude. The totem pole back here of my pecking order, they're not at the top, but,
They're number 2 from the pecking order.
I mean,
If we're going left to right, it's Cardinals, City, Battlehawks, Blues.
at
Can't
the,
believe Blues is number 4, but
at the moment, dude, I would put Battlehawks number 1, Cardinals number 2, City 3, Blues 4.
oh.
My current rankings just today. That changes on the daily, dude. That's
Depends
just-
on the season
Just
too.
depends on the weather, really. If it's windy, if it's rainy, if it's sunny. Anyhow, we can talk Cardinals.
We can.
They're in a 3-game win streak. They play tonight in
Goldie has
Anaheim.
been heating up a little bit.
Yeah, I can't lie to you guys and say I've been watching the games because they're late. I can't watch those 8:30 games. No one's gonna
Yeah,
touch
it's
that.
tough.
But they're going for the sweep tonight. Going for the sweep.
For the first time this season?
Exactly. They have not swept anyone all season. So.
Oh God.
But I mean, it's a 4-game set, so they won 3 in a row, which is kind of like a sweep, I guess. But
Yeah, we'll see.
anyhow, they're back in town this weekend at Busch. Got the Red Sox.
I think this needs to happen.
Execute Order 66.
I think everybody needs to go. I don't care who, just everyone.
People are saying it's good for Goldschmidt playing good right now because he's up in his trade value. 'Cause
Yeah,
he could be on his way out the door. So
I agree.
we'll see. We'll see. The Cardinals aren't a bad team, you guys. If the bats can get hot, our pitching is decent, but our bullpen is pretty good. So you never know.
You never know. You never know.
What else we got on the slate, Pat?
We got Battlehawks this weekend, I think.
Battlehawks last weekend. They played Birmingham.
Yes,
Did you watch that game?
I did watch that game.
I watched the second half, and dude, great game, back and forth. Like,
Yes, huge,
very
awesome game.
entertaining game.
I hope that it's a championship game. Honestly.
Let me get into that, dude. At the very end of the game, they followed the coaches out on the field, and the Birmingham coach was saying like, "Oh, good game, good hard-fought battle," and all our coach said,
See you in the ship.
"We'll see you in the end.
Yeah,
We'll see you at
that
the
was
end."
that was it.
That's
we
how confident he
we
was.
do have the DC Defenders this weekend. Just so you know.
That's the 11 a.m. game.
Right.
Sunday morning, bright and early at the Dome. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Bryce says Goldie is not playing well right now. What? LOL. He was just on a 0 for 32 streak. Yeah, but he went 2 for 2 last night, damn it.
Dude, I saw a clip of him hitting a home run, so that means he's doing well.
Yeah, there we
Come
go.
on, dude.
Come on, Bryce, give us more.
Anyhow, Battlehawks. A.J. McCarron was playing his first game back in Alabama since the Auburn pick-6 game. Did you
Yeah,
know
I
that?
know. Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that is a crazy stat. What a
And
terrible game, by the way.
Is he from Alabama?
No,
He just went to school there.
he just went to school
Okay.
there.
Anyways, fans were excited to see him back in Alabama.
Yeah, big crowd there in the
Nothing like-
Legion field.
Nothing like the Dome, but I'm like,
I've been to that field. Pretty cool field.
for what? What game did you see there?
I saw a UAB game there.
Oh, okay. Was the UAB game more filled up than that game?
Yes, they could draw a crowd.
Anyhow, he hurt his ankle when he wasn't 100% at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was
Otherwise,
tough to
I
watch.
think Battlehawks win that. And our defense was awful. Like, their quarterback rushed for so many yards.
Yeah,
dude.
their quarterback's really good.
Their quarterback is pretty good, but
His name is like Martinez or something like
is that Alec Martinez from? Used to go to University of Nebraska, maybe.
Maybe. No, because Martinez I think he's still in Nebraska.
That's just a common name. That's probably like
yeah.
could be anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So we got Roper at City. City's coming up at 7:25 playing LAFC. Cardinals won last night. They play tonight against the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
The Blues off season. It's kind of in a rut right
We're
now.
in the dog days. Oh, here's what I saw about the draft picks. You know who's gonna go first overall?
That Coleman guy or whatever
Mm.
his name is.
Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry.
And
I know that was way off, but
I don't know where he played juniors, but somewhere OHL, WHL. I'm not sure, but they did a clip on him on ESPN, and his dad is a sports medical trainer for the Golden State Warriors.
no way.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And so when he was playing a game in Chicago, I guess where they lived in the off season, or maybe they were traveling, and the Warriors were traveling with the team, or no, they were playing the Bulls and they were in Chicago. They went and saw one of his games.
Roper gave us a heads up. Gio Keeney is in the building, apparently.
Whoa!
Gio, welcome back to St. Louis.
Welcome back to St. Louis City. Just got Como FC promoted to the Serie A
Yeah.
First Division.
So he just came back to visit his home club.
And then shout out Schrader for that little tidbit in the group chat. There's a clause that we get paid a bunch more money if they got promoted.
Oh, yeah.
So City just bankrolled an extra $2 million.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's going to be awesome. So more money to pay for Royce.
Potentially.
Potentially.
See that video that Berkey made?
Yeah. He's really excited for him if he comes.
Marco, look. Marco, look.
Marco, come on. So, yes, Blues off season in the works. What are your, like best off season ever, thoughts? Like, what could be potentially this best off season
My best
for you?
off
Like,
season
best
thought
case scenario.
is for the Blues ticketing staff to stop fucking calling me because I'm not buying season tickets. I was interested like 2 years ago when we were a good team, when we respected veterans and we respected people who won the Stanley Cup. But no, we trade them and let them get selected in expansion drafts and
Okay.
don't pay them the amount of
So don't
money
get
they
called is
deserve.
number one. Number two, what's your best case scenario in off season?
The Blues are playing at the World Championships. If you
Yeah, the goalie tandem. We got
We
the
got
goalie tandem in
Jordan
Canada.
Binnington absolutely had a meltdown and I think gave up 5 goals in the third period to Team Austria the other day,
Oh, fun.
and they tied it 6-6. But I think Team Canada won in overtime.
Oh, really?
Team Canada ended up winning.
Well, we do have the goalie tandem on Team Canada. Like, our tandem is their tandem.
yeah, that's because Army is probably the coach or the
He's the GM.
GM.
Yeah.
And Pareko is playing top
Pareko is
pairing.
playing, yeah.
So that's interesting.
Just trying to get them ice time, I guess. Other than the news, what so the Cardinals are playing the Angels. We talked about that. Battlehawks are playing DC Defenders this weekend. Um, we also have the PGA Championship coming up
PGA.
this weekend, and we do have
We have
a
a golf expert. That's
golf
gonna give
expert
us
that's
some
going to give
advice.
us a call. I texted him to call me now, so let's see if he calls in. But the PGA Championship is this weekend at Valhalla, a Jack Nicklaus made course. It's
It's in
pretty long.
Louisville, right?
It is in Kentucky, yes. It is a pretty long. Oh, here he
Ryan
is.
too.
Ryan, welcome on to the Loucast.
Welcome.
Hello, you guys got me?
Yeah, you hear us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, cool.
So we were just talking PGA Championship this weekend. It's in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the course?
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Yeah.
Who created the course?
Jack Nicklaus. Yeah. So it's this will honestly probably one of the last Jack Nicklaus designed courses to host a major. So 1986, I believe.
Oh, really?
It's hosted 3 PGAs before. 96, Mark won a playoff. 2000, Tiger beat Bob May in a playoff. That was the third leg of the quote-unquote Tiger Slam. And then 2014, Rory McIlroy. That was his last major championship. So
It's been a while for Rory.
been a minute for Rory. Yep.
So I was wanting to ask you. I know we are in a DraftKings competition, but who are your top guys going into this weekend?
Well, I mean, you can't really start any golf event that's Scotty Scheffler without talking about Scotty Scheffler. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how he does this week. Obviously, he's coming off having his first child, so that's a whole nother can of worms that he had to deal with. He hasn't been 3 weeks, so might be a little bit rusty. He was at the course on Monday, so he's getting the blinders on, I guess, and trying to go prove to everybody why he's the best in the world. And you got a couple big names right behind. You got Rory obviously coming in off wins in a row. He won last week at Quail Hollow. Obviously hoping to end that major drought, and then you got Brooks Koepka, who won the PGA last year and is looking for his fourth PGA title, which is kind of crazy to think about. He would tie Tiger for third all time in PGA championships. So there's a lot of guys right there.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed all the top golfers I was going to talk about. Brooks, usually my go-to. Why do you think he plays so well when the moment is the most, when he's playing in majors?
A lot of it has to do just because he was like overlooked throughout much of his career. He didn't really have the rise to stardom that a lot of the top guys did now. He sort of came up. He went over to Europe and played a lot of golf over there coming up. And I think, the way he sort of looks at it is majors are the only thing that's going to get people to respect you and doing well, winning majors. And I think that's kind of how he just always carried himself. And, he hit on some. He won 2017 US Open, 2018 US Open, 2019 PGA, and then he won last PGA. So I think it's just a mindset for him. I think he was when he was playing on the PGA Tour, kind of, I don't really care about any of these other events very much. Like they're fine. They're money grabs basically to him. Like him, I think he was always just thinking like, this is where you get judged is in these 4 tournaments a year, and so that's just always where his focus went to, and it's crazy to see like his level of play, how how much he brings it for those events every year. So
What do you think is going to be the X factor in this tournament? Like, what do you need to have to at least be in contention?
Or maybe like someone who's under the radar, who's maybe gonna finish top 10.
yeah, well, I mean, I think you start with the course, and Valhalla. It's sort of there's not a whole lot of tricks to it. It's long. It's a really long course. It's the greens are actually like really small, like some of the smallest that the guys have seen on the PGA Tour this year. So I think it's also wet. There's been a lot of rain all week. There's potential for storms during the tournament. We might end up seeing some delays, but yeah, I think you're gonna have to drive the ball far, and you're gonna have to be really good with your long irons and your short game. Like I think if you get sort of all three of those, like you're gonna be in a good spot going for it. Just looking at some of the guys that like this week. Um, Max Homa, I think he's got value both in DFS and in the betting market. He started off the year a little slow, but he's sort of starting to get back into it. His whole game sort of coming together. He's always played well at Quail Hollow, which a lot of people are looking at as a good course comp to this week. And he struggled in majors to start his career, but he's been T10 and T3 in the last two of them. So he's sort of trending in the right direction. And I think Ludwig Aubert is sort of in the similar spot. His first major he ever played was at Masters, and he finished second. He had a sort of a knee issue that caused him to withdraw last week, but the word from him at least was that it was just precautionary, so he should be in a good spot, and this honestly should be a really good setup for his game.
Nice.
Um, so you write for RotorWire, correct? And you write about fantasy golf.
Yep.
What was the article this week? So we can give a shout out to you.
I wrote I do the FanDuel article every week for RotoWire, so it's just like a FanDuel preview. It just pretty much gives every week. It'll pretty much dive into some of the top storylines each week. It'll give you the most recent winners of that event, some of the key stats to look for, the profile we're looking for golfers for that particular week. And then it'll give you, I kind of focus on like 3 different ranges of golfers in DFS to sort of look at, and some of the top values from my perspective. And then just, a couple strategy tips for the week. So like this week, this is the best field in golf. Like it's not really debatable at this point. You could have had a debate this or the players, but with the live guys not able to play the players, it's definitely this week. It's just, if you play DK or FanDuel, like if you go down the board, like there's just so much value you can find in the 7K, 6K range this week, and that just tells you like how good of a field it is. So
John Daly's
yeah.
down there, so you might as well.
John Daly's way down there at solid five
5,000
grand this week, I believe. So
watch
yeah,
out for
I
Mr.
mean,
the Big Sig
I think
himself.
I might throw him in
and
my lineup.
he's gonna be in a cart this week. So he'll
they're
just
letting
be able
him
to
use a
roll
cart.
around. Yep.
Oh, so can Tiger use a cart too?
I honestly think the PGA would allow him to use a cart. Tiger is way too proud of a person to ever use a cart.
Yeah,
and I
he's
don't think
got
he
that.
was like, yeah, I don't think he was super thrilled about Daly using a cart. It's for like a knee injury that he's had for a while, but yeah, so he's gonna be just rolling around there. I forgot who he's grouped with this week, but
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be
What is the
funny to
group
see
that
him go
you're
around.
looking forward to the most, I guess, on Thursday?
Oh, I think it's got to be Brooks, Homa, and Spieth. I mean, you got just I think all three of those guys are just super popular in general, and you know they all Spieth is a huge question mark. Obviously, I mean I think everybody wants to see him do good, and the PGA is until he ever wins the PGA, it's always going to be a talking point when we come here because that's the last one that he needs to complete the career grand slam, and only five guys in the history of golf have ever done it.
Right.
And we were talking about Rory at the Masters, like that's his hurdle that he's got to get over, and this is Spieth's hurdle that he's got to get over is the PGA. So
All right, I got one final golf question for you, Ryan, then we'll let you go. I don't know if you listened to a
all
Loucast
right.
episode a few back, but we had an idea. Well, I had an idea of golf going prime time and playing underneath the lights, light up balls. They could
Mm.
track the balls and shit. What do you think? Think that has any potential in the future or no?
I think that would be dope. There was an LPGA event a couple years ago that was in somewhere in the Middle East, and it was under the lights, and it was pretty sick to watch. But I don't think it would be that hard. I mean, like I don't know if you guys have seen like a couple of the matches that are on like TNT and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but some of those have been like under the lights as well, and they've been pretty entertaining. Like I don't really think it would be super hard logistically to like pull that off, but I don't know what type of event or if it. I don't necessarily know if it would be an event on the PGA Tour that would try to pull that off, but it would certainly be pretty sick to see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It might be kind of gimmicky at first, but definitely could be cool to watch. I agree.
I think it would just give like an extra like bump, like an extra interest to something like playing. And like I think it doesn't necessarily have to be like a full field event, just like some sort of like exhibition event that maybe you play like in the when something you could start at like 7 and when it's like actually dark at 7 and then play
Mm-hmm.
till like midnight or something like
Yeah.
something like that would be kind of sick to see.
Well, we thank you, Ryan, for your golf expertise. You can find Ryan on RotorWire on about a FanDuel fantasy lineup
All
and
golf knowledge.
golf knowledge. So check out Ryan Andrade for that. And thank you for coming on the Lucas. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll see you.
Yeah.
All right, that was two guys who knew very, very minimal about golf, talking to a guy who knows a lot about golf.
Yes, that man
Uh,
that man writes about golf. So I'm glad we got
Yeah.
him on. We do have a comment that we can talk about and finish up with.
what we got?
So Bryce did mention that the NFL schedule was released today.
The whole schedule?
The whole schedule was released
Oh.
today.
They don't do a big show and release that anymore?
Oh yeah, the show was today
Or what time?
around like noon.
Oh, I thought they used to make it like a big deal and like,
Right.
No.
So notable factors. The first game. Do you know the first game?
is Chiefs and Ravens.
Correct.
An AFC Championship rematch. at
AFC
Arrowhead.
Championship rematch. What do you
At
think?
Arrowhead this time, right? Because last time it
Yes.
was in Baltimore.
Right.
What do I think? I think that's a big old money grab first game for the NFL to jump back into the season.
Right.
So, not surprised. Good matchup, though. I think the line was like -3 Chiefs at first, right?
Yep.
But,
I mean, Everybody just released their schedule today, so it was good to see everybody's schedule. Miami's got a tough schedule, so that's great. So
NFL is really far away, man.
I know, but I'm just saying, like the NFL schedule was released today, so
I know. I'm just not in NFL mode.
yeah.
Let's go through my Twitter cleanup.
Yes, Twitter cleanup for Shaw
'Cause
McCaw.
I know I've liked some really good stuff this week.
All right, what'd you like?
What went to likes? Dude, I saw this video of the Preakness porta potty run.
Yeah, you know,
And-
I witnessed that live.
You were there?
No, not at the Preakness, but at the Derby. They did that at the Derby the year I went.
Supposedly they do this every year. And
Yeah, they do it at the
that's
Derby
fucking
too.
hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I was throwing beers at them at the Derby. There was guys at the Derby doing that shit too.
My likes aren't red, I guess. I thought I had more than this. Anyways, this is one funny thing, or not funny, but really cool thing I saw.
Oh, Bryce also said Packers Eagles in Brazil this year. So
Yeah, we talked about that game. The Eagles are playing in a stadium that has disallowed the color green
right.
because green is the color of their rival team, and like you just can't wear the color green in there. And the Eagles have it as a home game, so
So what are they gonna
they're
do?
wearing white that game. They have to.
I guess they gotta go all white, no green in there.
Speaking of Packers and NFL, I guess I saw this picture. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, here we go. The best all-time playoff series win percentages for teams between MLB, NBA, NHL, and NFL. And the stats are kind of
Crazy or not?
the number one team is the Marlins because
They don't go to the playoffs very
they
often.
don't go to the playoffs very often, but when they did, they won the World Series, or
No, they've never won a World
they
Series.
lost in the World Series to the Yankees, I think.
Well, that wouldn't be the World Series, but
Yeah, well, they're in the NL.
the Marlins. I
Yankees
thought
are
you
in the
meant
AL.
Mariners.
But after that, Lakers, Golden Knights, Celtics. But the Cardinals are the 15th best team at 58%, 5.588, and the Packers are at 16 at 0.587. So the Cardinals, Packers, very very similar
Watch out, Bryce.
playoff teams. Makes sense.
Any other funny tweets?
UFC. UFC was downtown. in
Oh
St. Louis
yes,
last
that was
weekend,
a huge.
dude.
Dana White
And it was
praised
a
us.
big event, and Dana White said St. Louis is a great sports town. Like, dude, yeah, like, guy's a
We know
billionaire.
we have known this,
we know
Dana.
This. We know this. And then, hold on, this was the stat that was on the tweet. St. Louis grossed $2.4 million. Highest grossing UFC night of all time in the United States. St. Louis, 15,900 people paid $2.4 million for tickets
That's
through
awesome.
the box office.
That is awesome.
Damn. We don't care what sport it is. You will come watch it.
We'll come watch it. You bring it here, we'll watch.
Especially if it's guys beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, I mean, I even watch UFC on TV.
I
So
should have went to that. I kind of wish I would have.
yeah. So Dana will probably definitely come back here. That's for sure.
Anyhow, I was going to text my buddy Alec. He was going to call in.
Okay. Text him my number. Tell him to call in. What were we going to talk about Alec with?
My buddy Alec just graduated from Missouri State with his master's degree.
Okay.
Congrats. And then he used to play lacrosse. So he's a college athlete.
Oh, okay.
Lacrosse, the future of the sport of the future.
Yes, I agree. One of our listeners, Bryce Graham, is a coach for lacrosse. For women's lacrosse. So shout out Wanakee Women's Lacrosse.
Shout out Wanakee Women's lacrosse. Well, I'm trying to share your number with him. This is difficult here. I'm struggling.
You just want my number?
No, I'm sharing the contact, and it's taking a long time.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. All right. What quick Do you have any other tweets? Or you?
I thought I had a lot more, dude. I'm on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, you're tweeting out Loucast stuff. So follow us on Loucast 314 on Twitter, YouTube, and
Oh,
Spotify.
this was a funny one that Spin Chicklets tweeted.
Oh yeah, they had their 500th episode today. So that was pretty cool.
Spin Chicklets?
Yeah.
Good for them. The following teams have never played an NHL game in the month of July: the Seattle Kraken, the Minnesota Wild, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Arizona Coyotes, and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Arizona Coyotes has like a franchise too.
Yeah, they've never played a game in the month of June. Meaning you got to be in the Stanley Cup.
Logan says, Lutz's wife sitting next to me. Got any questions on for the Loucast?
Why isn't he playing?
Lutz.
Oh, lose. I was thinking
Yeah.
of Leuven, my bad. Ask him how much they're offering for Royce. What's the offer looking like?
All right, I texted Logan for that. Thanks,
Got
Logan.
Insider.
Insider information.
Oh, you guys want to know some Cardinals insider information that I know?
What's the insider information you know?
The insider information I know is I have an insider source that is telling me that someone in the clubhouse is getting under the skin of some players.
Are you allowed to say who? Or
He's
no?
annoying.
Someone in the clubhouse is getting under the skin,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what's causing the rift. Really,
No,
one player.
not all of it. Not that one player, but just like I think it's the same issue they were having last year with not enough veteran leadership. And
So
the young guys.
Is it a young guy or older guy?
It's a young guy.
Okay, so can you tell me off air?
Yeah.
Okay, off the air. That's fine. So there is a player on Cardinals that are getting under the player's skin. You heard it her first on Loucast.
Yeah, I guess Alec is not watching her.
I guess not. But do you have any OTROT this week?
OTROT is another Twitter related video. It's this video I saw of a bear at a zoo, and he's swimming around and he eats these baby ducklings. Yeah.
A bear just eats baby ducklings.
Yep.
That's sad.
That's the world we live in, dude. It's a bear.
Dog eat dog world
it's a-
out there.
It's a bear eat duckling world.
My OTROT this week. What do we got? Oh, I got a wedding this weekend. So any wedding tips
Oh.
this weekend for me?
Is it open bar?
It is open bar. Just
That's a plus.
I do not want to drive as well, so I'm trying to get a little crump.
Oh, City just ripped. I don't
Who
know
was that? That was Durkin. Nice. Well, City is playing LAFC. I think we're gonna go upstairs and watch that. So this has been a fun little
Quick little
epi for. Sadly, Roper is on assignment this week, so
We'll see if Roper can bring home a City dub.
yes, he can tell us about the game next week. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This has been a great episode.
We'll see you next time, guys.
We will see you tomorrow night. They did it! It's over! The game is over! Oh, thank you!
Thank you.
I told him to add that one.